یو گایز، چطورین بچه ها؟ خوش اومدین به یک ویدیو دیگه از چنل دیدوز. امیدوارم از این ویدیو لذت ببرید. امروز اومدیم تا 5 تا از بدترین بلاهای طبیعی رو بهش ریاکت بریم و ببینیم که این 5 تا بلا چی هن. بلای طبیعی هم که خودتون میدونید، نظیر آتش فشان و سیل و زلزله اینجور چیزاست. قبل از اینکه بریم سراغ ویدیو، حتما مطمئن بشید که چنل ما رو سابسکرایب کردید. اگر از این ویدیو خوشتون اومد حتما لایک کنید و اگر نظر انتقادی پیشنهادی دارید حتما برای ما زیر این ویدیو کامنت کنید. بریم سراغ ویدیو.
Hello, welcome to the channel. I am the CEO. You may be seated. Today, we're going to be discussing the worst natural disasters in history. Throughout our planet's lifetime, there have been many natural disasters that have had devastating effects on the landscape and the people who are caught up in them. In today's video, I'm going to tell you about 5 of the worst ever recorded. Number 5, Indian Ocean earthquake and tsunami. On December 26, 2004, the world's most powerful earthquake.
اینو ما تو کتاب زبانمون داشتیم. اصلا یه چیز عجیب غریبیه. بالای 200,000 نفرم کشته داده. حالا ببینم
quake in more than 40 years struck underneath the Indian Ocean just off the coast of Sumatra. The quake measured a magnitude of 9.1 and could even be felt as far away as Bangkok in Thailand, over 1,000 miles away. Scientists believe that the underwater quake had the power of 25 Hiroshima-type atomic bombs.
میگه این زلزله این قدرتش به اندازه 25 بمب اتمی بود که زدن به هیروشیما.
The towering wave slammed into 11 other Indian Ocean countries, killing an estimated 227,000 people in total, with the Indonesian city of Banda Aceh having the largest number of victims. Not only was the toll on human life enormous, but the tsunami also had a significant environmental impact on the regions it hit. To this day, wildlife, vegetation, forests, coastal wetlands, coral reefs, and biodiversity struggle to recover fully. The disaster cost $15 billion in damages and had an enormous impact on the economy, especially in poorer countries and regions. Number 4, Tohoku earthquake and tsunami. The Japan earthquake and tsunami of 2011, also known as the Great Tohoku earthquake, was a terrible natural disaster that occurred in the northeastern part of Japan on March 11th. It began as a severe earthquake off the northeast coast of Honshu, Japan's main island, which caused initial widespread damage and later triggered a series of massive tsunami waves that struck many coastal areas of the country, causing mass destruction. One of the worst events the tsunami caused was in the Tohoku region, where it triggered a nuclear accident at a power station along the coast. The disaster started when the tsunami caused the power to shut down, which then caused the cooling system to stop working and let the core overheat. The magnitude of the initial earthquake measured 9.0 and struck at 2:46 in the afternoon. The epicenter was located 80 miles east of the city of Sendai, Miyagi Prefecture, at a depth of 18.6 miles below the bed of the Pacific Ocean. The earthquake triggered tsunami warnings throughout the Pacific Basin, as waters raced from the epicenter at 500 miles per hour. It generated waves of 11 to 12 feet in many of the surrounding coastlines. The combined number of confirmed dead was 18,500, although those never found could bring the number closer to 20,000. Number 3, Hurricane Andrew. Hurricane Andrew was a Category 5 storm that hit South Florida on August 24, 1992, with staggering wind speeds of 165 miles per hour. The damage it caused to South Louisiana and the Bahamas was great, but the brunt of the devastation was seen in South Florida. The storm killed 65 people and caused $27 billion in damages, which made it the second costliest natural disaster in U.S. history. Storm Andrew destroyed 25,524 homes and damaged a further 101,000. Many studies have been conducted on what would happen if another similar-sized storm was to hit Florida. Due to the 51% population increase over the last 28 years, the threat is increasingly terrifying. Because of this, building codes have been improved to implement stricter structural methods of construction, as well as compulsory shatterproof glass and reinforcing straps integrated into roofs and walls. Number 2, Hurricane Katrina. Hurricane Katrina was a tropical cyclone that struck the southeastern part of the United States in late August 2005.
آخر این ویدیو یه دونه
1,800 people and was ranked
عکس
the
میذارم
most
خیلی بالا.
costliest
یه ویدیو
hurricane in US
کوتاه.
history, causing an eye-watering 160 billion in damages. The storm that was to become Katrina began over the Bahamas on August 23rd, 2005 as a weak cyclone known as a tropical depression. Over the next 2 days, it gained strength and became the full-fledged storm Katrina. It made landfall between Miami and Fort Lauderdale, Florida as a Category 1 hurricane, not too bad. It caused winds in the range of 74 to 94 miles per hour that lashed the Florida peninsula and produced rainfalls that flooded up to 5 inches in certain areas. The storm traveled toward the warm waters of the Gulf of Mexico and intensified greatly. By August the 27th,
تو اینجا یه همچین هاریکینی میاد یعنی تو اونجا یه همچین طوفانی میاد، بعد یه همچین طوفانی که میاد یه همچین اتفاقی میفته، بعد مثلا دمیجشون انقدر، آسیباشون انقدر، بعد تو ایران 2 روز پشت سر بارون بیاد که خودتون دیدید دیگه چی بگم.
Katrina was a Category 3 hurricane with top winds exceeding 115 miles per hour. By the next day, it had become the most powerful Atlantic storm on record. In the beginning of September, support from other states and countries from around the world had sent supplies to help those affected. Sadly, the population of New Orleans fell by a staggering 29% between the fall of 2005 and 2011. Number 1, Haiti earthquake. An earthquake with a magnitude of 7.0 hit Haiti on the afternoon of January the 12th, 2010, adding physical destruction to a country that had already suffered decades of economic, political, and social setbacks. With over 250,000 deaths, 300,000 injured, and approximately 3 million other people affected, the earthquake was the most devastating natural disaster ever experienced in Haiti.
این دلیلش اینه که مثلا یا دیدید دیگه اون اولیش 9.1 ریشتر بود، چرا حالا اونقدر کمتر؟ حتی اونجا 200,000 تا تلفات داد، به خاطر اینکه اونا تو آب بودش. اونا زلزله تو آب بود و اینکه صدمه کمتری به خود شهر و مردم وارد میکرد. ولی الان چون توی وسط شهر همچین اتفاقی افتاد، یعنی کانونش وسط شهر بود، همچین اتفاقی.
Which is the poorest country in the Western Hemisphere. The reason it was so destructive is because it happened at the shallow depth of 6.2 miles below the surface, which made it far more powerful. The epicenter of the earthquake was near the capital city of Port-au-Prince, which had many poorly constructed concrete multi-story buildings, which instantly crumbled when they were hit. To this day, Haiti is still trying to recover from the event. Its political government has faced problems as well as multi-story buildings, which instantly crumbled when they were hit.
حاجی سوزن ببین چه ریلکسه، سوزن تا ناموس کردن توش.
To this day, Haiti is still trying to recover from the event. Its political government has faced problems, as well as its infrastructure and access to resources. Because of this, Haiti is ranked amongst the worst developed countries in the entire world. Unfortunately, Haiti was hit by Hurricane Matthew in 2016, which further damaged the country's infrastructure and buried it deeper into entrenched poverty. To our understanding of natural disasters and improve the way we can predict them, the unfortunate truth is that they will continue to wreak havoc on our planet until the day it no longer exists. But the human race is strong and resilient and will always come together when things get tough. And that's on facts. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to smash the like button.
همونجور که دیدید این ویدیو هم تموم شد و خیلی جالب بود. 5 شاید بلای طبیعی، بدترین بلای طبیعی واقعا دید که چقدر کشته و چقدر آسیب زده. اینکه دیگه خب میتونست شاید دقیقا یکی از بلای طبیعی ایران تو اون 5 تا باشه، ولی خب کشته کم داده خدا رو شکر. فقط دمیجایی که به ساختمون زده خیلی زیاده. امیدوارم از این ویدیو لذت برده باشید. قبل از اینکه ویدیو رو تموم کنم با خداحافظی شیرینم، امیدوارم که این چنل رو سابسکرایب کنید. ویدیو خوشتون اومد لایک کنید. نظری، انتقاد و پیشنهادی درباره ما در مورد ویدیومون دارید حتما برای ما کامنت کنید و تا ویدیوی بعدی پیس.